This powerful new public building at the World Trade Center, the first truly monumental building in the United States in the 21st century, does not have an official name yet, but it deserves an official name. And the name that it should have, the name that it must have, the name that it will have is the Alexander Hamilton Transit Hub at the World Trade Center. This spectacular structure, conceived and designed by the great architect Santiago Calatrava, which cost we, the taxpayers, $4 billion, has been built by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. I have been waging a campaign since March of 2016 to convince the commissioners of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey to name this powerful structure the Alexander Hamilton Transit Hub at the World Trade Center. This structure, more than any other ever built, connects New York and New Jersey intimately, in the same way that Alexander Hamilton, like no other American in history, connected the two states by his achievements and his involvement and his promotion and his devotion to both New York and New Jersey. Alexander Hamilton's life story is the most remarkable in all of American history. He is absolutely America's greatest immigrant, and from the moment of his youth to his arrival here in what were then the colonies, his first involvement, his education in New Jersey, then soon thereafter coming to New York City, to Lower Manhattan to join the revolution and take a powerful and important part in the American fight and its successful fight for independence. There was not a moment from Hamilton's first arrival here as a young teenager and for the remainder of his life, there was not a single moment when he was not having a significant impact in America and in the future of our nation. There is nothing comparable. The closest comparable stories in American history are George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. There are none others that come close to competing with Alexander Hamilton's achievements on behalf of our nation and with his focus here in New York and in New Jersey. Among Alexander Hamilton's many achievements, his two greatest, was his instrumental role in the creation of the United States Constitution and the approval of the Constitution, creating the United States of America, and then to be nominated and approved to become the first United States Secretary of the Treasury on September 11, 1789. And in that role, his brilliant financial and economic plans for funding the government and for the future of the nation were instrumental in the nation continuing and to grow, and for us to become the greatest nation on earth in the years that follow. And for the 21st century, as Lin-Manuel Miranda's spectacular musical Hamilton is proving night after night, Alexander Hamilton is the American founder for the 21st century. His message, his life story resonates as well in our time as it did in his own. And he becomes more popular with each passing day. The fact is, Alexander Hamilton is the greatest American in all of our history without an adequate national monument in recognition of his greatness. This new structure at the World Trade Center absolutely can fulfill that function. It has a spectacular presence here in the 21st century that so well reflects Alexander Hamilton and his accomplishments. By naming this building the Alexander Hamilton Transit Hub, we will finally, after more than 200 years, give Alexander Hamilton the recognition he so richly deserved. So watch and listen to the rest of this presentation and understand and appreciate and let the facts sink in how much this building deserves the name of Alexander Hamilton. Who am I to be making this proposal? That really doesn't matter at all. My name is Arthur Piccolo. I'm chairman of the Bowling Green Association in Lower Manhattan. I am very active in this community, and I have long been an advocate for Alexander Hamilton. But it isn't a matter of who's making the proposal. It's a matter of the logic and the credibility of the proposal. And that is why the commissioners of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey should and must pass a simple one-sentence resolution that officially names this structure the Alexander Hamilton Transit Hub at the World Trade Center.